Baloir Vacarda agus Foilter Rove go dtí an Crave GF Adó don Scína Scoil. Tá an Crave seo in óh idir Scoil Clochar Mhuire Carrigtwohill agus Scoil na Clás Frankfield. I've Breed here alongside me today. Breed, it's a fine day for football and ladies football, isn't it?
Oh, it is, isn't it? Especially a fine day for me when I see the females playing. Cork has a proud tradition now in ladies football, and I am long enough now attending Scína Scoil matches to remember some of our stars that have played. I've seen Rena Buckley, Breed Corkery, I've seen Valerie Mulcahy playing as well. So it's very exciting when I see new crop of female footballers coming through, because I'm imagining the future of Cork ladies.
Absolutely, these girls here are the future of Cork ladies football.
No doubt about it. And the grassroots is very important, but for certain children, the opportunity to play in Carrigtwohill is very, very special. That's important. So this is what memories are made of, and the sense of community that comes between school and home is so important.
So, we're in Frankfield, Iver Hain Lily O'Keefe, Iver Do Cuiva Heffernan, Iver Tree, Hannah Nocton,
Iver Shea and Captain Paramore, Iver Shaw, Sir Flynn, Iver Hunt, Alicia Moore, Iver Day, Ellen Capley, Iver Day, Rose Davis, Iver India, Olivia Brown, Donia, Jenny McCaffrey, Tredia, Emma Davis, Cardia, Lucy Hayes, Shania, Robin Sweetnam, Hokia, Jessica Sheehan, Nadia, Martina Benerick, Fah, Maria, Fah Hen, LDC, Fah Do, Tara Donovan, Price, Fair Carr, Emily Lynch, Fair Coy, Norm McCaffrey, Fair Shea, Tina McFarlane, Fair Shock, Liam Russell, Fair Hunt, Emily O'Sullivan, Fair Name, Rachel O'Sullivan, Chuka, Arabia, Atif Akbar, Chuka Hale, Ethan Downey, Chuka Do, Ellie Buckley, Chuka Tree, Beverly Trent, Chuka Tree Freshening, Emily Sexton, Chuka Carr, Area Villa O'Born, and Chuka Coy, Lucy O'Man. An ish for Carrigtwohill, Carrigtwohill. Iver Hain, Juliet Hull. Iver Do, Darren Barry. Katie Cunningham, Carr, Lucy Nolan, Coy, Taylor Harris, Shea, Neil Seymour, Shot, Neil Nivorku, Hunt and Captain Anna Mann, Day, Meg Allen, Deb, Kira Barry, India, Kira Kennedy, Donia, Jim O'Callaghan, Tredia, Nimmer Rowan, Cardiff, Isabel Cashman, Conia, Alex O'Flynn, Shania, Emily O'Keefe, Shopia, Cleaver Eden, Oglia, Ethan Kidney, Nadia, Carla Edwards, Fahan, Lily Morrison, Fahan, Barney Fitzgerald, Fahan Do, Sarah Brennan, Fahan Tree, Ethan Potter, Fahan Carr, Ray Stevie, and Fahan Coy, Annabelle Codfish. Now time takes on Fahan Owen and Taylor, 20 minutes a half and 30 inside. From Milwaukee.
So as you may have heard there, this game is 13 players aside and 20 minutes a half. Ray Tour and Clehishaw, now Sean Ford o Loch Rovers. Today's referee Sean Ford from the Loch Rovers GA Club.
An awful lot of people don't realise the amount of people that work behind the scenes to make this happen, Harry.
Absolutely,
I mean, we have Loch Rovers GA Club now singing Ray Tour here. We have the Scolari who've been released from their school as well to act as Lions people. We have the person on the scoreboard, but also as well we have this majestic grounds here, which is going to create a magical memory for children, and that all always is coming to us free gratis through the county board and the staff and the people here today to make sure that this is as exciting and as noteworthy a day as even a county team playing in the Munster final. So we have to be very grateful here at Skeena Skull for all that's done for these children here, and rightly so. As we know, on the 20th next Sunday it's World Children's Day, and there's no more fitting place for children to be acknowledged for their commitment to sport and for families to share the enjoyment of a special day than here in Carrigtwohill. So it is a wonderful, wonderful experience for everyone, young and old, and we are extremely grateful at Skeena Skull to all the people, the committees, etc. in the background that make this happen for our wonderful children of Cork.
Absolutely, and it's something that they're going to have for life, isn't it? You know?
No doubt about it, Harry. You know, have you any memories here playing in Skeena Skull?
Unfortunately, I went to Skull Navy Joseph from Riverstone, and unfortunately, when I was playing in 5th and 6th class, we never made a final. But you know, it was just the excitement of going to the matches and stuff like that, and they're some of the finest days of my youth or whatever, you know.
And the friendships that are made as well.
Absolutely, and they're friends for life that you make, you know.
Unfortunately, I'm of a vintage that never even heard of Skeena Skull. You know, it came after my time. But as a Montour and as a staunch supporter of all things Skeena Skull, I have to say I've had magical memories here, and never won a medal, never played, but still all the same I look forward to these two special times of the year, and all the more exciting to have someone like yourself, Harry, with me today now. And so it's going to be wonderful now for both of us to be working here as a team again, reflecting unity, and we'll have a shared analysis which will no doubt enrich the whole experience for everyone, one and all. And you know, it is a magical day. If we look up, the sun is shining.
Absolutely.
It's a crisp, fresh day. And Harry, isn't it easy to get up this morning when you have such an exciting array of matches ahead of us? We'll have 3 finals here today now. We've had Skeena Skull finals both before and after midterm. So it's been fantastic that today has been dry because the weather has been against us.
I know, yeah, it's a fine morning, a nice fresh morning here in Carrigtwohill, and hopefully we'll have 3 exciting games here today.
No doubt, Harry, you know, it's magical. This really is very exciting, and everything is going according to plan, and we are also very grateful, Skeena Skull, to all the retired teachers who come back and support us here. It's no doubt the efficiency and the success of these finals is down to the experience of these Montori and their generosity. So as I said, we've an awful lot of people to be very thankful to for the success here today. And as a female, I'm very excited to see the 2 captains out on the pitch now, with our Tour, Sean Ford, and I haven't determined yet who has won the toss, but either way anyway, there seems to be little or no wind, just a very gentle breeze. And the sun is trying to come through the clouds all right, even though it's quite clear. So I'd say for both Coolborough, I'd say it'll be an okay day to play. There is a bit of sun here right down towards, as we call it, the Black Rock end. But that said, I don't think it's going to have a huge impact on the girl who's playing in goals. But what a wonderful experience it is, and for Frankfield as well. They have a very proud tradition when it comes to playing a Skeena Skull finals, both our Colleeny and Buccally, and we wish them every success today. But of course in Carrigtwohill it's lovely to see Skull Clockenware as well from Carrigtwohill. Their boys have had wonderful success at both club and school level, so it's great to see them taking part. So if we look at Mahady now, the colours, and we can see that we have at the stripes, we have the blue and white stripes as well, and the yellow and blue of Frankfield, if I'm right. Am I right, Harry?
Yeah.
Blue for Frankfield and the stripes from Carrigtwohill.
And from what I can see, Carrigtwohill will be playing from left to right, so they'll be playing down towards the Blackrock end in the first half, and Scullnaclaw playing from right to left, playing up towards the city end. So Sean Ford is about to get the game underway. As we said, 20 minutes a half, 13 aside. And Tá Lee Road cut the shot on Clarefield on toll. Frankfield on the attack. Ball kicked in high. dropping in. Who's going to win the fight for possession? And maybe the referee might throw it in here, or will he let the game develop? And it's Frankfield on the attack, bursting forward, trying to work a score, and that's gone wide. Unfortunately for Frankfield, an early wide there, Breeze.
It was indeed, but it just goes to show now that the Frankfield forward line are very eager to try and get control of the match early on. And of course they are also eager to hold on to that possession. So this kick out from Juliet Horn is very important, and Juliet managed to almost get it towards one of her teammates there. It's an interesting tussle here in midfield, and great credit due to Sean Forte. He's going to try and let the game flow, try and let it develop, and we have Frankfield on the attack again, and the ball has bounced very nicely for a defender there from Carrigtwohill, and she's been dispossessed by not one but two players. Now I failed to see what that foul was there, Harry.
It was a pull of the arm.
Pull of the arm, yes. You know, the one thing, the big distinction between ladies football and the lads is that they can pick the ball cleanly from the ground, but everything else is more or less the same. What would you think, Harry, of this game now so far? Does it look like Frankfield are making more inroads in their forward line than Carrigtwohill?
Yeah, but in fairness to the Carrigtwohill defence, they've held their own so far, and now they're on the attack. Going forward there is... struggling to see who it is. I think it was Ivra Kudjuk, but it's well saved inside there by Lily O'Keefe.
Yes.
Cleared out the field, but Ivra Hainjug for Carrigtwohill. Kayla Kidney on the ball, surging forward, playing the ball in around the house. Who's going to win it? Dropping in, and it could be a 45, yes.
It is, yes, it is. Now the pitch has been shortened as well, so it wouldn't be like you'd have in the football, or we could have 60 yards or anything like that now, or is it 60 metres? I'm telling my age here. But still, that said, it would be a sizable kick in, and also as well, the interesting thing is that the two major attacks that were done by Carrigtwohill really were delivered high lobbing balls, so it could be their style of play to send the high ball in and hope someone to win it inside. What do you think, Harry?
Yeah, absolutely. Ball, and that looks like it may go out for a wide ball.
There's a great tour from Frankfield. Lily O'Keefe breathing a sigh of relief. Let me have it and I'll send it up. And for you, Harry, like, would you think that this could be a high scoring game, or would you think it could be both teams are so evenly matched that there could be very...
Yeah, this could be a tight, maybe low scoring encounter. Both teams, having their early chances, but no score yet. Ball coming out here to the far side. Frankfield looking to work it out, but it's well won there by Iverde. Ciara Barry sent in long. Can Carrigtwohill gather it? Yes, they can. It's over a 3 dig, and it's gone into the back of the net. An early goal for Nina Gromick. An absolute rasper of a shot into the top left-hand corner, and what a start, Breed, for Carrigtwohill in this match.
Oh, that's a fabulous start indeed, and the amazing about it is that it was only 3 minutes into the first half of a 20-minute half, and Nina did actually choose where she was placed, so I would be expecting that we might have a few more scores from Nina, but what a fantastic response there from Frankfield, driving the ball up deep right into the forward line. What a relieving tears. Look, we probably have a one end, we have in the other. This looks definitely a score, and that's an excellent response there from Frankfield. That lovely point. I failed to see who scored it though, Harry. Did you?
I didn't see, but it's a great response, and I always say to the children in my school and the teams that I've been involved with, when you concede a goal, you want it to be a 2-point goal rather than a 4-point goal, and to get the next score. So that's a great response from Skull and Claus Frankfield.
I think I might keep that quote with me, Harry, because that's very inspirational. And so after this year, they've got a score each, but the difference is that there's only 2 points between them. So that I'm delighted now with that response from Frankfield, and it shows the measure of their character as well. Look at this. I think that player, whoever had the ball there, she was the one who sent that high lobbing delivery in that got that point for Frankfield.
And in fairness to our Rator, Sean Ford, he had his hand up for an advantage, but he left the play go on. There was no advantage, and he pulled it back for the free.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's his level of expertise. He's doing this a long time, and I always admire Rator because they have a very big responsibility in the centre of the field, but they always want the interests of every player to be at the centre of what they do, and you could see that with Harry there.
So Carrigtwohill on the attack, looking to engineer another score, but it's well dealt with in at the back by Skull McCloss.
Oh, some beautiful there sidestepping, and like she really very intelligent management of the ball there. Oh, look here we have, that was Claire was there for you this morning, threw it in more. I'd say she was so close to goals. I'd say she'd have loved that point, would have negated the point that was scored by Frankfield earlier on. But very interesting here, like we are 5 minutes in now, and the action, and it's end to end, which shows how evenly matched both teams are, Harry.
Absolutely. So Carrigtwohill winning the kick out, driving forward, and that's sent in dangerously, but again very well dealt with by Frankfield, looking to break out from the back. Ever though Caoimhe Heffernan, and she was fouled, and that's going to be a free out, and a sense of relief there, Breed, I suppose, for the Frankfield defence, because in fairness Carrigtwohill have won the last kick out or two there now, and they're looking to get another score in response to that last Frankfield point.
And most definitely then, I noticed there seems to be I suppose a direction coming from the Carrigtwohill Muntori of is it Val Nahan, who's a past player with Cork, with Michael Collin, Holly Brickery, and also Vidal Cronin, but they seem to be asking their players to push forward, like to come in waves. So Frankfield were absorbing an awful lot of pressure there from the forward line and the midfield, pushing in on top of them, and even the defence as well seems to be pushing forward when we have Carrigtwohill on the attack. So it's a lot to absorb that pressure, definitely, Harry. And here we have now the response from Frankfield that they're driving forward as well. I suppose the expression hunting and packs is so apt when it comes to a final. And actually, Harry, it is interesting now. Here we have, like, again, we've gone over 5 minutes of play. We're nearly midway through the first half, and although the scoreline looks very, very promising, it seems to hit a slight stalemate. I'd say both schools now have the measure of each other, and we see a lot of end-to-end play happening at the same time, and an awful lot of delivery of balls out to the wing. Very intelligent play by both teams.
Carrigtwohill looking to walk the ball forward, but it's well intercepted there at the back. I think it was by Evershay there for Frankfield, Cara Murray, but again Carrigtwohill very strong at the back, looking to break forward. Everdoyug there, Jem O'Callaghan scrapping for possession. It's gone forward to Everdoyug, Alex O'Flynn, Alex dishing it off here to Everdoyug, Jem O'Callaghan. Can they work another score? And that's sent in, but it's unfortunately gone to the right of Moyes.
God bless your eyesight there, Harry. You can get all the numbers there, and it's great for children to have their names mentioned on the video, because it is special memory. It
is a special day for them, absolutely.
But I have to special mention to Cara Murray. Like, it isn't easy for Cara's team to respond to a killer blow like that of a goal in the first 3 minutes. And as playing the captain's part, there's great credit to Cara for driving forward. And without the support of Caoimhe Heffernan, Hannah Naughton, Sarah Butler, Cara Moriarty, and Cara herself, not forgetting Saoirse O'Flynn. I mean, that defence have weathered that storm and have battened down the hatches, which is, of course, giving Lily O'Keefe great confidence there in goals. And it is very promising for Frankfield. I feel if they can get the ball forward at all, they can actually get another score to eat into that lead.
Absolutely, and it's not a massive lead as we may have predicted. It was going to be a really, really tight, low-scoring game, and that's how it's panned out so far. Carrigtwohill on the attack. Ball with Everdoyug, Gemma O'Callaghan. She's getting on plenty of balls so far, but unfortunately for Gemma, that's gone left to Moyes. So another kick out for Frankfield. They'll be hoping to cut into that deficit.
Most definitely, and you'll see Lily O'Keefe issuing instructions there to teammate, and that fell very nicely there now for her left cornerback there. But it seems to be that there's great depth in the midfield for Carrigtwohill, because they seem to win an awful lot of possession midfield, and Frankfield have to be fighting very hard to try and get the ball forward into their very talented forward line. After all, they got that point in response to the goal from Carrigtwohill. So I wonder if there's any answer to that midfield for Carrigtwohill. What do you think, Harry?
Absolutely. But on the attack here are Skulnaclaws, a great block down inside. There could be another opportunity here, but again, Breed, the Carrigtwohill defence are sturdy out at the back.
They are, and it's very interesting, like for a team that seems to be driving forward and going behind the ball when they're going forward for scores. Carrigtwohill seem to be very fast coming back. But look here, we have
it's off the post.
Denied by the goal post. and says thank you very much, says Julie at home there. But I am very fascinated at the amount of running that's been done by the defence for Carrigtwohill, and even the midfield as well. Like you can see now with Carrigtwohill, they have only 5 players. This is 6 players in the forward line. Everyone else is back behind this free here now from Frankfield. And this free taker, will she opt to put it up and over? Oh, when it's done well, it looks so majestic.
A great score there from Renee, Ella McCarthy, and that's another great response there from Frankfield. A great opportunity of a goal, but at least they've gotten a point as some sort of consolation score.
That is most definitely a consolation, Harry, but also very important because they're chipping into that score, that single score that Carrigtwohill have, and they're sending a message to Carrigtwohill, you might only have scored once, but we scored twice.
Exactly.
So psychologically that's very important as well, and it gives Frankfield the confidence to drive forward. But I am very curious to see if Frankfield can control that midfield for Carrigtwohill that seems to be delivering an awful lot of ball into the forward line. And here we have again, the ball is coming in again from Carrigtwohill, going all the way in. Getting behind the play.
Oh, what a rasper of a goal.
And will this put Harry, K4 and Coolshin?
I think it was Ivra Carrigtwohill. Isabel Cashman, I think.
Isabel Cashman. Oh,
but we've had 2 absolutely fantastic goals scored by Carrigtwohill so far in this game. Can Frankfield respond? Can they get another score?
If Frankfield can respond to them by having a man-marking strategy for marking those 2 dangerous forwards, Nina Gromick and Isabel Cashman, and curtail their firing power, then I'd say I would be very hopeful that Frankfield would push forward. I have great confidence in them. It's just hard. It's hard to understand how to play a game like this, because obviously Carrigtwohill are only looking for goals, but Frankfield are very patient. They're opting to go for their points. So it's a very interesting game to watch from a neutral perspective, Harry.
Absolutely. Frankfield looking to go forward, and Sean Ford has awarded Frankfield a free. Looking to take it early. But the referee is going to move it forward. Yeah, he's going to move it forward. Carrigtwohill didn't get back enough.
Yeah. Poor Lucy Nolan, she just in her enthusiasm to get to the ball and of course add to that 2-goal lead now they have. She just didn't understand the rules, but again Sean is very good at explaining. He's an experienced referee at this stage.
And a dangerous one sent in by Ella McCarthy, but it's just gone to the left and wide.
One hard look to Ella, but Ella already has her point as well. There was a bit of a distance there. It was almost midfield here. But again now, the frees are very important. It's very important to do something with them. So I'm sure Ella will look for another opportunity to send the ball into the forward line. That seems to be a little bit starved of possession at the moment. Here we have Ella coming again. Ella has the ball. She's not only gotten past 1, 2, but 3 players to drive the ball forward, and that's made such a difference. And here is a lovely little forward here now.
It's a great score. Great score.
Frankfield. Now they reach K4 and Scoreshin. It's interesting, if I have it right, it seems that we have 3 players from Frankfield who scored 3 different times. So Frankfield have some dangerous firing power when they get the possession of the ball, Harry, haven't they?
And a fine spread of scores, absolutely. But a Carrigtwohill, Erin Frehunsi, Ivor Doyuk, Gemma O'Callaghan, but possession has been lost, and it's back with Frankfield, bursting out of defence. Well blocked down there by one of the Carrigtwohill forwards, but Frankfield looking to regain possession. It's with Ivor Day, Ciara Barry, now with Ivor Haindiug, Kayla Kidney sent in, dangerous ball towards Ivor Treediug, Nina Gromick again, can she add to her tally? And it's a great score, Breed. An absolutely great score there from Nina again. That's 1-1, I think, now for Nina.
But what I thought was most impressed by was the vision from her teammate. Her teammate was being so well marked by the defender, and she laid the ball off beautifully to Nina, who was in a better position, and Nina got the score. I mean, that's vision, that's teamwork at its best there from Carrigtwohill. And actually that point now means that Carrigtwohill scored 3 times, and they're now a Gawk Cool off Coolleen away to 3 Coolleen from Frankfield. So it'll be interesting now to see what's going to happen now in the remaining time in this half. And we're actually with 5 minutes to go now in the first half, and in that 5 minutes now it has been action packed and so exciting. Harry, how would you interpret the next 5 minutes we go now in this game? Do you think for Frankfield, do you think they'll just play more defensively, or do you think they'll continue to drive
Well, you
forward?
can see it, as we can see there in front of us. There are spaces beginning to to open up there in the Carrigtwohill defence. So it's all about playing the ball into space. Really, plenty of movement in the Frankfield forward line, and hopefully they can narrow the deficit or whatever.
Yeah.
And it will give them a lot of confidence heading into the second half.
Definitely. One thing I found about Frankfield are playing a very patient game here now when they have won this ball. They have held on to possession for the past minute, and here we have now a player coming forward with the ball. She's not going. What vision again? She. In fairness, our Rato was going to give her the advantage, but he'd just blown the whistle before she managed to release the ball. But I thought the maturity from Frankfield in what must be a very challenging situation here to be behind like this, and the patience from them was instrumental in getting this free. I just hope now that Ella will be able to get a score. No, the ball was stopped on the line. That's okay. I still think that maybe Frankfield will just keep the pressure on Carrigtwohill. The Carrigtwohill now must be really grateful that ball dropped so beautifully for them.
Carrigtwohill, Erin Unsey, fight for possession here. Well won back there by Ivra Cahir. Sarah Butler kicking the ball into space and towards a Brahange, Olivia Brown. Olivia looking up, and it's gone all the way into Ivra Day. Rose Davis, Rose looking forward, playing it in, and it's what a save there by Juliet, and the goals for Carrigtwohill.
Yeah, it actually bounced beautifully for the forward for Frankfield, and she did everything right. She tried to deflect it into the goals, because she knew if she took possession of it, she might be surrounded. She did everything right. Couldn't ask for more from a very intelligent forward, I have to add. But like Juliet, she followed that ball directly, like she didn't take her eyes off it. And we have stars out in the middle of the field for Carrigtwohill, but like the greatest star, sometimes the person who stands on her own between the two posts. And well done, Juliet. And like she is instrumental in keeping that lead for Carrigtwohill, because they've only Nílach 3 made 4 in Nishna August. Both Frankfield are in seat for Maori. Now I have to say, if I was a Frankfield player, I'd be very frustrated with those goalposts.
Absolutely, there are 2 massive goal chances gone a begging, but Sean Ford has his hand up here. He was going to award a free, and that is the case. And it's now Ivor and Ella McCarthy with another opportunity, and that's gone straight over the bar. Great score from Frankfield. I know it's a 1-score game, Breeze.
It is, and to be fair to Ella was very patient there. Like they had the goal opportunities, they hadn't come. They've seen Carrigtwohill score 2 goals, and any young child might say, right, let's go for a goal again. We were so close already. But Ella is being very, very patient. So here we have now, with only Cooper no made 4, we have Frankfield at 4 points. And then we have Carrigtwohill with 2 goals and a point. The interesting thing now, Carrigtwohill have gotten all their scores from play, which shows how strong they are as an attacking team. And Frankfield then have done the patience. So we have Ella Ford's 2 points from frees, and we have the other 2 points from play. So it's very interesting now, like we have a different 7 points to 4. There's only a goal between them, Harry. Do you think that goal might come before half time for Frankfield?
It could. In the last couple of minutes, Frankfield have been the better of the 2 teams. They've gotten a lot more ball out around the middle, and here they come again. Rukui, Cara Moriarty, but again that's well read there at the back by one of the Carrigtwohill defenders.
I have to say the Carrigtwohill defence, like Jaron Barry, Katie Cunningham, Lucy Nolan, the full back line have been immense, and then as I said, there's attacking motion that's often done by Carrigtwohill when they have the ball in the other defence, like Taylor Harris, Niamh Seymour, Niamh Niver, who they seem to drive forward and supporting the midfield to make a real attacking force going forward, which put a lot of pressure on the Frankfield defence, to their credit. So I'm sure the 2 goals were from Carrigtwohill were because of that immense pressure that was being exerted from half back line forward from Carrigtwohill. I don't know, Harry, though we don't have much time left now.
No
major one for the captain to. Oh, but yes, it could be it. Look, a lovely 1-2 there by Frankfield. Look, they've held on to the ball. They're moving forward. Patience again.
Another great opportunity gone a begging.
Hepper, he's more inspiration now, Harry. More Captain Svein Gorev. even Fuwan, Coolina Wine, to Frankfield, and that would have been a very, very special point before half time, because they would have eaten into that goal lead that Carrigtwohill have, But that said, I'm very heartened by the way Frankfield have responded here today. A team of character, heart, and such backbone, and hearts of lions is how I describe Frankfield.
Absolutely. Carrigtwohill looking to play forward and towards the Carrigtwohill. Alex O'Flynn. Alex with a dangerous ball in. Can Carrigtwohill claim possession? Yes, they can, and it's that Ivor Carrigtwohill again. Isabel Cashman dishing it off here to Ivor Day. And Sean Ford has spotted a foul inside there, and this could be the last kick of the game.
It could be indeed, and I must say I admire Isabel's unselfishness there in laying the ball off. I mean, Isabel could quite easily gone for another score. She has a goal already, but no, she elected to pass it to her teammate, and here they have now a point on the stroke of half time that will ensure that they are.
And it's gone into the back of the net.
I was going to say 2 scores ahead. I was presuming that Isabel would go for the point, but Isabel went for the goal in a very crowded goal mouth. So no, that puts a very different appearance. Sosa here, or La Oma. We have 3 August Coolin away, the Carrigtwohill, August Frankfield, Carrigtwohill away, Lane Cool, Corfos. Outside of that, I really do think that it's going to be a very interesting second half, and I'd be very excited to see what Frankfield could do, because they were making huge inroads coming up to half time, Harry. That goal didn't reflect the amount of possession and control they had of the game.
Absolutely not, and as I alluded to a couple of minutes ago, Frankfield were in the driving seat there in the last couple of minutes of the first half until that late goal, and you'd be hoping that the Frankfield girls can settle down, just rally the troops again, because again it's been a very, very even game so far, and albeit there's 6 points in it, there's still a long way to go in the second half.
I would have great faith in Eva Walsh and Caoimhe Creedon and Pat Harrington for what they can, the morale they'll be able to create there at half time. I mean, any teacher bringing a team to Skeena Skull, they're proud just to be in a final, but to be so competitive in a final would give these 3 Shore just so much faith going forward into the second half. But as we know, it's a game of 2 halves, and it's all to play for in the second half, Harry.
Absolutely.
And I can't wait. Fáilte rómhir eiscudí an tarna lesa cléthe ceanna seo idir Frankfield agus Scoil Clochar Carrigtwohill, and the scoreline at half time was the 4 points from Frankfield, very well taken as well by Frankfield under huge pressure, to the 3 goals and a point from the ace forward line from Carrigtwohill. But as we both agreed that before the end of half time, we could see Frankfield definitely were on the ascent. They had the measure of Carrigtwohill, and they were driving forward with repeated attacks. So we'd be very excited to see what's going to happen in the second half. And it is Frankfield again who've started off the stronger of the 2 teams, more committed, more focused. And here we have a beautiful drive here, and the ball is going through. And
it's going to be a 45.
Yeah.
And the next 10 minutes are going to be absolutely crucial for Frankfield, just to get a few scores, just to narrow the margin or whatever, and to get back right in this game.
So right you are, and it looks like Ella McCarthy is on free taking duties again. Now this kick would be a big ask of her. I imagine she's going to try and drop the ball in, and we could see there was a drive forward there by one of the Frankfield players. Obviously they have the 1-2 worked out there. That was perfect, inch perfect. Oh dear. To the right and wide, and that was just so unfortunate. And it does hurt me when I watch a child put her hand up to her head, because these scores are so important, and but we still have 20 minutes in this half, so Frankfield have plenty of time. So if they just play the patience game, they'll do very well. And here we have now again a lot of bodies behind for Carrigtwohill, suffocating the forward line for Frankfield when they're trying to get the ball in. And our Rator has held up the play here. Sean Ford from Loch Rovers. I'm sure he'll be officiating at the 3 matches here today, and we're very grateful to Skeena Skull for being so generous to support us. But Harry, you think now, what would you think Ella's going to do now with this? It's closer
again,
and free.
Probably going to drop it in. I don't think she has the range to put it over from where she is, but again, it is a fair distance out. So perhaps maybe Frankfield could maybe work a short one. If not, I think it'll go route 1 in around the house.
Yeah, and it looks now, I hope we don't have a serious injury there for the player from Scoil Clochar Middleton, but either Edel or Holly or Val is coming in, and it's exciting to see Val being part of the backroom team here now for Carrigtwohill, because she played camogie with Cork herself, Val Nahin, and it's just lovely to see her giving back to the young children of her school and her community, and that's what we hope. I'm sure she had wonderful memories of playing here in this same pitch herself, and lovely job there by Ella. Ella decided to go low and hard, but the Carrigtwohill defence, as I said, they seem to come back and play a very defensive game when the ball's in their back line, and they have control of the ball now, and they're trying to push forward with it. And here we have again the pressure from Frankfield, like not letting Carrigtwohill settle, which is great credit to them, as we have to admit they are 2 goals behind, 6 points or 2 kicks of a ball, but that said, it's a big lead to try and eat into.
That's a great score. That's an absolutely fantastic score there, again from Ella McCarthy, and that's a great response. A great start to the second half, as we said, trying to narrow the margin and to get right back in this match.
It is, and it's 5 points scored now for Frankfield to 3 Coolina wine for Carrigtwohill. And you can see now Skullclocker are pushing forward again with the ball. There's great defence there, great running there by Ivor Ahendia, Kayla Kidney, and Kayla sent it on to her teammate and collecting the ball there. The plats make it difficult for me to see. I think that's Alex O'Flynn opting to take it. Oh, Alex sent a really direct ball in. I'd say she was trying to get it onto the crossbar again. But Frankfield have defended strongly and with great resolve, and they're very conscious, of course, of that scoreline. So that's a great heartening moment there for Frankfield, because they attacked and they got a score. Now they see that they can defend against Carrigtwohill, and Carrigtwohill haven't gotten a score. So it means that they show that every time they defend well and can drive forward, that there is possibility of negating those 5 points that are between the two. And Harry, looking at it here now, what would be your prediction here for the next 5 or 10 minutes? Because it looks like Skullclocker, Clocker, Middleton are definitely kind of focused here now on just trying to eat into the time.
Absolutely, yeah. Frankfield have started the second half really, really well. They've gotten on a lot of possession, and what I've noticed as well is, having got the last score there, Ella McCarthy, she walked all the way back and got back to support her defenders. But it looks like Carrigtwohill are on the attack, and Sean Ford has spotted a foul, and it's going to be a free into Carrigtwohill, and a great opportunity now to get their first score of the second half.
Oh, no doubt, Paul. I could see that when the hand was pulled just as she was kicking the ball, and in fairness to Sean, he was just wanting to see would it go to one of her own teammates, and it didn't. Now this is almost at midfield, so I'm actually going to drop it in. We know how dangerous Skullclocker and Carrigtwohill are, and the ball is going all the way and it's popping around, but fantastic relieving clearance there, and it's going to go over the sideline. And again, as you can see, our lines person, he's there, and he raised his white flag, and all. It's wonderful to see the young children, primary school children, giving back there to the sport they love themselves, and a wonderful experience for them as well. A taste of what it's like to be an official on the pitch. So we have, is it Ivor Death there, Ciara Barry. Ciara's just looking at her options, and is it Ciara? On Neely's stomach could be Anna Madden, the captain for Skullclocker and Carrigtwohill. I'm sure Anna must be delighted with the play from her team today, and very proud to lead them. And you can see now we have a lot of play happening here in the Frankfield defence. We've over 6 minutes played now in the second half, and it's approaching halfway through. We're in the third quarter, and it's not going as well maybe as Frankfield would have liked, but it's okay. If there's no score, they'll be happy. Oh, great work save there, fantastic save by Lily O'Keefe. And I must say now, Lily, if they win here today, they'll be very thankful to Lily for what she did. She kept her cool when all around her was just nothing but pressure.
Great bravery as well, because there were a lot of bodies in there. There were a lot of people encroaching on her, and she dealt very well with that situation.
She did, and look at it there, like it was almost as if she was delivering it on a platter there. What a fantastic kick out there from Lily. And here we have Frankfield. You see, like they are a team with heart and determination. I can imagine that they certainly are not going to let this final go too easily. And here we have Frankfield pushing forward. It seems Frankfield can get the ball almost there, but not over the line. So I think maybe just a little bit more just settle down.
Bit more composure, really.
That's the word. Thank you so much, Harry. A bit more composure. The moon toy, me so I get lumps and all. I come up with all the appropriate words. But yes, definitely a little bit more composure. And I suppose that is the difference between two teams, is that the forward line for Carrigtwohill, definitely when they get near, their eyes are on the prize and they're looking for those goals. But still, we have a lot of time yet, and I do think Frankfield definitely have more in them, so I'm very excited to see what's going to happen for them in the second half.
There's a scrap here for possession. Carrigtwohill looking to reclaim it, and that's well won there. Coming down the left wing, it's Iverahindioug. Kayla Kidney sent in towards that danger. That target inside, and it's a free, and that was a well engineered free there by Isabel Cashman. She looks a handful inside, Brie, doesn't she?
She does, most definitely. You know, you'd need more than one player actually when she's got her eye on goals. But then that free was a pull of the arm as she was trying to kick the ball, and it is very hard. And like Moog, you can use a hurley when you're trying to tackle and when you're defending, but it's different in football. And I think now, and I think she has the measure of it. I think if our free taker now can just kick this over the goal she puts over the bar, she'd put I was just going to say two goals between them, but that was fantastic. Well done there, Lily. It's just incredible play there by Lily. Very hard to keep your composure when just pressure like that the whole time. And poor Lily as well has been unfortunate to have had a couple of balls dropped right underneath her crossbar. But great credit due to Frankfield. Frankfield are playing away, and we've a player there a little bit indecision, but it's okay, they're going to win it back. Skull over Carrigtwohill, a dollar and series, but no, the defence there for Frankfield, or it's the midfield at this stage, are standing firm. Now the ball is hopping nicely for someone, and it is the defender for Skull over Carrigtwohill, and they have been doing very, very well here now. We have coming forward here, is it Nilis Gumkehishin, Kayla Kidney. Kayla has really been showing up an awful lot more in the second half when the backs are to the wall there for Skull and Carrigtwohill. But that said, I really do think that the defence for Frankfield, Quiva Heffernan, Hannah Nocton and Sarah Butler in the full back line, getting great support from Cara Moriarty and Cara Murray, the captain as well, in the half back line, that they really have been managing that attacking forward line for Carrigtwohill so much better in the second half. And because when all is said and done, they have been the team that have been getting more scores. So we'll see now what's going to happen. We're halfway through the second half and we're in the final quarter. So I would be very optimistic now that Frankfield, once they have the measure of that forward line and get a few scores, they're going to make it a very exciting final few minutes, Harry, wouldn't they?
Absolutely. And it's Carrigtwohill coming forward, dangerous ball coming in, but well dealt with again there by Lily. She's having a great second half, keeping her side in it. Advantage coming here for Frankfield. And there was no advantage accruing there, so Sean Ford is bringing it back for the free. 3 goals and a point to Carrigtwohill, and Scullnacloss Frankfield have 5 points on the board, so there's 5 points in it, and we're just into the third quarter, as you said.
Yeah, right.
Into the final quarter, sorry.
Final quarter, yes. And it's double scores here now for Carrigtwohill versus Frankfield. And Frankfield look like they could be working against. I love the vision, I love the 1-2, great teamwork and sport. But there was such tenacity there from Ivor Huft, Anna Madden, the captain for Skull, Clough-over and Carrigtwohill. I'm sure now she is there thinking, I could be walking those steps, claiming that prize for my school, and she's not going to let things go too easily. But again, Frankfield, heart, determination, focus. It's just what Warriors are made of, really, and it's wonderful to see it in such a young team. And Frankfield, if it wasn't for the scoreline, I would not realise that Frankfield were behind, because it's such an evenly contested final. And here we have Frankfield coming right here with forward to Frankfield, kicking the ball with great block down there, and another block down there from Skull Clough-over Middleton, or Carrigtwohill, Tobronum, same side of the city, I suppose we'd say, East Cork. But lovely work here, a little bit of a dance there being done by Kayla Kidney, and she's cleared the ball. Only as far as the waiting player for Frankfield, and getting the kick in there under so much pressure from the player from Skull Clough-over. Now, our Tour has elected that there's a free in, and exciting now here because Ochno made Fácha here for Frankfield. I could agree with the logic of Ellen McCarthy trying to get the score and eat into the lead. Would you be doing that at this stage of the match, Harry?
Well, there is still about 7 or 8 minutes, but I definitely think that she could have taken a bit more time, settle down, compose herself a little bit more, but then again, they do need a score, they do need a goal perhaps at this stage, and they're going forward again. Ivra Feha, Maria Ahern, but that's well dealt with. But Sean Ford has brought it back for a free, and again another opportunity for Ella to add to her tally today.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And it is very important, I suppose, to take your scores. But the most important thing is Frankfield are creating opportunities, and they're creating way more opportunities than Carrigtwohill, which is. Again, as I said, just goes to show how evenly matched these two teams are. It's only the goals really that have made such a difference. And we have to give Frankfield credit. They have scored 5 times and Carrigtwohill have scored 4 times. So again, they're winning on those stakes anyway, Harry, if nothing else. And our Tour has said, yes, Carrigtwohill, I know you have to defend. I know you're passionate about defending, but we have to play fairly as well. And it just goes to show what could happen here if Frankfield do continue to attack as they are, Harry.
That ball is kept alive inside. Is there a goal opportunity here for Skulnaklaus Frankfield? But again, Carrigtwohill are getting back in numbers. They're defending heroically inside there, and it's very, very difficult for the Frankfield forwards, really, isn't it, Breed, to get any bit of space inside to engineer a goal.
Oh, most definitely. I imagine the management team for Frankfield Carrigtwohill have said, fall behind the ball, come behind the ball when they're attacking and drive forward. Then it's like drive forward in waves when you have the opportunity, and that seems to be a strategy that has worked very well for Carrigtwohill in this final anyway. And Carrigtwohill still have the ball has come through and it's got Schalke 4-wheel, and our transitioner students who are acting as umpires here today as well are doing an excellent job, and they've been kept very, very busy, and it is great credit to them, and also huge gratitude from Skeena Skull to their secondary school and their transitioner student leaders. I presume it's transitioner students, I think it is, who again are supporting us today for the finals. And heroic defending there from Frankfield. Those Frankfield legs must be very tired because they've been pushing forward so much, Harry, and here they are then trying to defend against what has been an immense forward line, getting 3 goals, 3 scoring opportunities, and ironically goals are worth 3 points at the end of the day. And it's, again, as I said, if you were doing an assessment, how many times have Frankfield scored? 5 times, but how many times have Carrigtwohill scored? 4 times, and they're still ahead. It's kind of ironic, isn't it, Harry?
Absolutely. There's just under 4 minutes left in this match. Who can win the breaking ball? And it looks like Carrigtwohill have claimed it, and that's going in, but it looks like it's going to go wide. Oh, well kept in there. And that's a free. I think it's a free.
It is a free indeed, yes, and our Tour has asked for it to be brought out there. There's a free.
And it was well kept in by Nina Gramick. I thought that was going to go out myself, but in fairness, she kept it alive, and a great opportunity here for Alex O'Flynn to get another score. It's dropping in.
Oh! It looked like Lily was down. Looked like Lily O'Keefe was on the ground there to block that one. Either that or the goalpost. But Lily again. I mean, if there ever was an experience that would make a player capable of donning the red jersey, it's Lily O'Keefe's experience here today. I tell everyone, take note of that name. She has a very bright future in ladies football. Well done, Lily. And here we have another lady with a very bright future in ladies football as well. Actually, Harry, looking at it today, you could see that they not only both teams being expertly coached, but these girls have such an understanding of the rudiments of ladies football that you would think that the future of ladies football in Cork would be very strong coming from these 2 schools, wouldn't you? Absolutely.
The future is bright for sure. And it's Frankfield looking to maybe work a goal. They need a goal at this stage. That ball is dropping all the way in. It's with Everett-Doe, Darren Barry. Darren just kicking it out over the sideline, and that's going to be a line ball for Frankfield.
Okay.
And there's just over 2.5 minutes left, so they're really looking like they need a goal.
Oh,
definitely.
they are, yeah. But you can see though that the forward line for Frankfurt, you've got Olivia Brown, Rose Davis, you've Ella McCarthy, and like those girls are definitely capable of getting another score. So like there's so much ball going in. It's definitely going to happen very soon, I imagine. But then I mean they have to start eating into that lead. They haven't got much time left, you know, and because of that, the pressure is going to put on them, and they might not be patient to get the points. They might go for the goals. Here's another team that's well used to getting goals here. Now we have Carrigtwohill from Carrigtwohill here coming forward is the player. I couldn't see the number because of the Pilates that Iver Cuide out Nilisagum. But and actually it's great, it's such a fairly contested game. We've had no injuries or anything like that, and it's been such a pleasure to watch this game today, Harry. And here we have a player who's been really instrumental in the defence, very strong, is Taylor Harris. Taylor really has done a lot to prevent the Frankfield forward line from getting the scores today, hasn't she? Harry, you must say, would you have any analysis here now for this match now going forward? Because we only have about 2 minutes left. What would be? Do you think it's possible for Frankfield to actually eat into that 5-point lead?
It is possible, but they're going to have to get a score soon, and I would imagine on the evidence of what we've seen so far, Carrigtwohill are going to get the numbers, back. They're going to have their forwards dropping back, helping their defenders, and they're really going to try and suffocate that Frankfield attack and not give them an opportunity to get a goal chance in. If they can do that, I think that they'll hang on. Yeah,
we would think so too. And it is 5 points, and Frankfield have not managed to be able to score a goal. Now we do know the goalpost denied them. That was an extra player on the field, I think, for Carrigtwohill, but it did deny them not once but twice. So they do need a goal, though. They are going to get through here today. But if not, regardless, for me as a neutral, I just feel it's such a pleasure to watch Frankfield play. A team full of class, determination, spirit, and just hearts of lions. That's all I could say. To come back now from 3 sucker punches like that and those 3 goals, it's a measure of the character of the team.
And it's broken inside, a chance of a goal, and that has sealed the win surely. Isabel Cashman yet again. What a danger inside.
What a danger, Harry. If our calculations are correct, it looks like Isabel has scored 3 goals. That's her hat-trick there today, and a very special memory for Isabel. But there was no stop here when she had the ball in her hand, no matter how well Frankfield defended. But look at Frankfield, look at that for heart and determination. You'd swear there was no goal scored. They're driving forward. They're like a team in the ascent, and if only the direction was there. But it's more intuition. But it looks like the reason she didn't get the direction on the ball was that she was being fouled there. So Harry, we know there's only one option here for a free taker for Frankfield.
Has to go in, has to be dropped in, or else work short, and maybe get a support runner off the shoulder. But it's being moved forward, I think.
It is being moved forward. So I'd say this would be our final play of the matchup, because there's been no injury.
The crossbar.
And now the crossbar. Definitely there was an extra player there now for Carrigtwohill, because the crossbar was not kind there. And we watched Carrigtwohill get 2 goals right underneath the crossbar, and here was Frankfield being denied by the crossbar. But again, as I said, the scoreline is a reflection of how well Frankfield played at all. And our rate tour on a scoreline of 4 goals and a point for Carrigtwohill against Frankfield's 5 points has elected this final is over. And all I can say is that for me, there are 2 winners here today. There was definitely Carrigtwohill, and congratulations, but also ladies football and Skiliskal. It was a wonderful experience to watch this, and great quality on both sides. Would you agree, Harry?
Absolutely, and I know that the Skulnaklass girls will be, bitterly disappointed, but they can be very proud of themselves. As I always say, it's an achievement in itself to get to a Skeena Skull final, and they're a huge credit to their school, to their teachers, to their families, and to their clubs.
So well said, Harry, I have to say, and I'd echo that. So, Cogordicus, the Skulnaklass Carrigtwohill, and our condolences to Skulnaklass Frankfield, but really, there will be another day for Skulnaklass Frankfield, and I know it will not be.
Beg Loyal, Beg
Beg So, míle buíochas slánas fanna.
Agus chéad últúir bhí agus gá ar na rás. And would you line up these now for your presentation of medals and cups in front of the north stand there, please?
Look, just